Yesterday was 3 to 4 feet with the odd bigger set, and typical we're a day late and a buck short, but today's like 2 to 3 feet, but slowly kicking into our California summer, so we should have a bit of fun.
Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Oliver Kurtz, and we're about to talk a little bit about the 2020 Monster Box. A few of us went out to Waco, Texas to try out some new boards, and the Monster 2020 was what I had in the board bag for this trip. So BSR, the resort over there in Waco, the wave is pretty similar to an ocean, actually. It packs a really big punch, and the wave itself is really compact, and it's got a pretty nice face to it. So I weigh about 160 pounds and I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm riding a 5'9" by 19 by 2 3/8, which comes out to around 27 liters or so. It's got a really pulled in tail, it's got a nice nose to it, so the rocker's a little bit flatter, but those pulled in features of the board make it really responsive in the pocket. And for Waco, it's like a really tight face. So you kind of want a board to be able to get into the arc of the wave and release and pop, and that works extremely well with an epoxy, which is the hi-fi on this board. So unlike going on a surf trip to an ocean, when you go to a surf trip to a wave pool, it's pretty much all on you if you're going to be surfing good or not, because the waves are exactly the same every single time. And like many other sports, you know, your equipment is paramount, so you got to have the right boards when you go there. And if you don't, you're going to be kind of in for a really bad time. But yeah, the crew that we went there with was mental. We had Heath Walker, we had Brent Riley and Connor Coffin on the trip, and everyone was just tearing. It was so rad to see because, you know, Nutty was XCT, so he has the technique down tight. And we have Connor, which is currently on the CT, just every wave 9 points. And then you have Brent, which is like actually one of my favorite goofy footers in the world. He's just so fast and so sharp, and everything's so compact. It's insane. So it was like a really good eclectic mix of surfers on the trip.
My name's Heath Walker. I am the president of US operations at JS Industries here in the United States. You know, it was a great opportunity to take the US team out to Waco, Texas. You know, COVID's definitely been keeping everybody, you know, in their kind of tight space and not a lot of traveling. So we were able to, you know, get a good crew together with Oliver, Connor and Brent and myself. So between 4 of us, we bought a bunch of models. Me specifically, really leaning towards the Easy Rider dimensions. You know, physically and mentally, I'm definitely past my prime. But what was great about, you know, riding the Easy Rider dimensions is they really look into surfers of my kind of capabilities and where I'm at in my surfing. What I love about the Easy Rider, it basically really assists me in paddling for waves and catching waves. And, you know, once you're up and riding, you know, everything is pretty similar to how it used to be. You know, being at my age, getting in later, you know, it's a bummer, you know, because you can miss waves. So the 2 models that I rode out there was the, obviously the Raging Bull. I had that in 5'7" by 19 by 2 3/8. and around 27 liters. So as mentioned, that extra liters there really helped me get into the wave early, position myself right, and really as soon as I'm up to my feet, you know, up and running. Then as I kind of got my confidence up a little bit, I kind of pulled it down a notch to the Monster Box PU. And that was at 5'6", 19 1/8 by 2 3/8 and at 26.5 liters. So once again, really helped me out refining it a little bit more on the open face. And these boards are definitely boards I really like for my backhand. And they really allowed me to combine my turns. I think it was great. You saw Oliver and Connor and Brent really going for air. And you know, that's great for them. But for me, I'm just I stick in my lane and just try to continue to put my board on rail where I can and turn where I can in the pocket. And you know, Waco allows you to do that. It's awesome. What's great about Waco and the whole wave pool thing, it's a machine. It is repetitive waves and sections where you can really tee off and really practice turns that perhaps are a little bit more challenging or a little bit more enduring out in the open ocean, because you're not going to find that same section in every session. So that was really cool about the wave pool, is seeing these guys really attack these sections and really trying to perfect their turns. All right guys, that's it for JS Garage here in Oceanside, California. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you guys soon. Take care.